Welcome to Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. I'm here to do my latest book review, and I just want to say I hope everyone had a great 4th of July. I know we did. This year we changed it up. We did seafood on the grill, shrimp, scallops, salmon stuffed with crab, shrimp, corn. Just a few items. We did more also, but that was the main course. I do not have a copyright of the music you just heard. I do not have a copyright of the music you just heard. Before I go into my book review, I just want to say my thoughts and prayers are for those in Miami, the victims, their family, friends, and loved ones. Such a tragedy that could have been avoided, according to the reports that's coming out now. So my heart and prayer goes to the victims in the Miami condo collapse situation. I just want to say this author I met in 2018. I met him at Red Inn. I think it was Red Inn Hotel. It was Red something, and it was a small, intimate event where authors was there, and you could buy the book and autograph. Got to speak with him, and it was like 4 authors that was there, and I pretty much want to say I bought almost all his books that he had. This is the third book I read. I'm reading, and this is one of the books I actually purchased from him also too. But I read his two, I want to say, latest books, and this is an older one. With no further ado, I am talking about Real Love by Marlon McCaulsky. I just want to say, Marlon, I love this cover. When I look at this cover, this young lady, it just makes me think of Aaliyah. Um, I love how you wrote this book. Each chapter represent like a song from the '90s. I loved it. Um, this book, as you know, if you follow Robert's Reading Room and Reviews, I don't do spoilers. But this book is around the main character, Raina Williams, who lives in Cleveland. Father is a surgeon doctor. Mother worked for a law firm. Her father gets an offer at a hospital in Tampa, so they up and move. And so it's a change for Raina. It'll change for anybody to just jump up and move. She's going into her senior year. She's losing her friends along with her boyfriend, Rashad. Mala, I just want to say I love Raina because of the situation with Rashad. She walked away. Not too many women would walk away from that situation with Rashad. That's all I'm going to say. You need to get the book Real Love, find out what I'm talking about. She moves to Tampa and meet her neighbor who is a senior at the school she will be attending. Sheena. Love Sheena. When Sheena was talking to Raina about the situation about her mother, I was like, wow, what kind of woman? You don't too much hear about a mother doing that. That's all I'm going to say about that. Another part of the book that I love was when Sheena and Raina got back at Corey for what he did. Sheena has a boyfriend by the name of Marcus, who has a friend by the name of Daniel. Marlon, when I was reading this book, I was like, this is a real life person. So I hope Daniel wasn't you, because if he was, don't get mad about what I'm about to say, but he was kind of a whelp pushover. I just want to say also, what I take from this book before I get into other things in this book is that communication goes a long way in a relationship. When Raina was upset and everything hit the nail, and her mother said, "You didn't even talk to me about this concerning her father." I was like, up until that point, I liked her father, but then I still started looking at him like, yeah, she has a point. I just want to say another part of this book I did love was when Lissa pushed Raina. I was like, get her, Raina, get her. Oh, get her, get her, get her. This book right here, I love so much because the 80s and the 90s, the music. I'm gonna say the 80s, but this book was based in the music era of the 90s. But the 80s and the 90s, the best music the best music in my era, my whole life. Molly, you had me reminisce, thinking about things that was going on within my life back then, which I love because who wouldn't? I mean, I didn't have no responsibility because I was at school and everything. Not so much like now. Um, that Lissa, she was the most one. I couldn't with her. She reminded me of AKA Nellie Olson from Little House on the Prairie. She was just the things that she was doing, and Daniel just let her do the things that she was doing. I just couldn't. No, you said in the back of the book that you rewrote this book because you didn't like what you wrote the first time. I just want to say you did an excellent job. I need to do my review, and I will be doing my review when I finish written review on Amazon when I finish this taping. I just want to say I give this 4 stars. I'm kind of torn. If you had asked me out of all 3 of your books I've read, I'm just gonna say this. This book is special to me because it took me to places in my life that I haven't forgot about, but it just made me feel good to remember what was going on within my life then. You did an excellent job with this book. I love Daniel's mother too. I'm not gonna. I know this is standalone. I'm just gonna use my imagination of what happened at the end of this book. What is going on? Imagine these characters now, where they're in their life. I want to thank those who support Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. Instagram, Robert's Reading Room. My Facebook group is Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. Please check out Real Love from Marlon McCaulsky. You will not be disappointed. I just want to say again to Marlon, this book right here is like a YA read, young adult read. I want to say I saw this review for this book maybe like a year or 2 ago, and I was like, I got to get to this book. Lo and behold, last week I was like, finished the one book. I was like, what I need to read next? This popped in my mind, my head. I was like, this is my next read, and I did it. This is a quick read. It consists of 167 pages, so it's a quick read. Please thank those who support Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. Happy readings. Until next time, Real Love by Marlon McCaulsky, and good night.